Right guys, today we're going to talk about some new discovery I've done recently. So we're going to talk about strictly niche fragrances, really nice houses I discovered. This is Clémence, I talk about fragrance. Welcome back. First discovery I've done is a brand that is called Emirates Pride. This is a brand that is originally from Dubai. Before actually trying the brand, I made my research that they were launching the fragrances, their 2 new fragrances in London. So I was invited to the event. And before going, I always like to analyze which brand is if it was for me, like to go to the event, obviously. The brand has original fragrances using technology that are really interesting, like headspace, for example, but also have captive ingredients. So captive ingredients, I will tell you that after, but a captive ingredient is basically when you create an accord of fragrance with different notes, and this is something that is exclusive to you. So it's quite cool. They also work with really big perfumers. You have Olivier Cresp, Master of Gourmand. You have Alberto Morias and Nathalie Lorson. She has a really like a talent to make like something like airy and uplifting. I just love it. And she's a machine as well, a master perfumer. Fragrance brand that is like rooting the tradition. So respecting the Emirati heritage, like the Middle Eastern heritage. I've met the founders and they were all really passionate about it. I'm saying that, but it was really nice to see. The chairman was saying that he's been obsessed with fragrance before actually creating the brand, as he was a collector as well. Also foreseeing the future, so basically with new technology to create sustainability in the fragrance industry, which is great, especially with perfume ingredients. Anyway, there was this one here that is Midnight Glow. That one I would say is more like for a masculine audience. Everything is unisex, okay? But personally, I thought that this could be great as a signature. So it's like a woodsy citrus kind of fragrance, heavy bergamot. It's really strong, but it's not strong to be strong, you know? Like sometimes it can be thick and really like you can't smell anything. This is actually really nice. I find it like quite airy. There's something quite fizzy and uplifting. Lots of character, but at the same time easy to wear for every day. That's that woods, you know, that is captive ingredient. And the star of the show was Masters. So Masters is a fragrance that's been created by Olivier Cresp and Nathalie Lorson. And what they were explaining is that to make them work together, because, you know, like big master perfumer like that, I was like, how can they work together to create a fragrance? Well, basically, it's nearly like they ask a version of Master from Olivier Cresp and a version of Master from Nathalie Lorson and got together. It was my favorite from really far, and actually everyone really loved it, so I'm highly encourage for you to try. But basically it's like a vanilla fragrance with a bit of chocolatey, creamy note, but it's not overly creamy. There's a bit of heliotrope, so it really balances it. So it's that little flower that gives like a bit of this iris quality, nearly like powdery. It's really, really nice. It was very velvety on the skin. Leaves a great sillage, but again, not shouting. They're launching 2 new releases, and it's called Future Tradition, the whole concept. And there's 2 new releases, Future Bahour and Future Oud. So those 2 ones, I'll put the link in the description if you want to learn a bit more about it. But it's really interesting concept. So basically, I don't know if you know what Bahour is, but basically it's like a tradition. They were explaining that it's a mix of powder of oud, this incense, this smoke, and a bit of fragrance, this resin, basically together. And it's mostly like more feminine, but everyone does anyway, so it's like something that is unique to each house, and they really wanted to have this bahour feeling in the fragrance, capturing the full thing, you know, how it smells on the clothes, how it smells in the atmosphere. They just used headspace, so this technology, you put it into a bubble basically, the whole aroma is stuck, so you get the smoke, you get everything, the little bit of the burning scent, you get everything that is inside the bubble. Then after they analyze the data, and they can recreate the scent perfectly as it is. Future Bahour is great, and it has something like a bit airy and uplifting to it. Very smoky, but a delicate smoke. It's beautiful. And Future Oud, same concept. There's no oud in there, but it's all captured by headspace. But I swear, when I smelled it, I was like, this is a great oud. Like it smells fiery, burning. It's not really does have an animalic note, but it's not unbearable. I think it's like really wearable though, but very strong though. Yeah, so it was really interesting. I think this concept is great, and you can see with this future tradition that they're really trying to make it great and sustainable. I really enjoyed the discovery. Where is it? That's what I'm wearing today actually. It's called Stereotype Flow. Maybe for someone that doesn't like perfume. You really smell like white musk. Actually, I think it would be great for layering, but like white musk and really delicate, not powdery, but you know, smell like skin. It's like something really clean, and that's all. And it's very light on skin, very delicate. So I have a lot of person around me that don't really like perfume, and sometimes we don't really know how to advise them, but I think that would be a great one actually. I really liked it. My next one, oh my god, yes, I'm excited about this. This is called On Time by This Works. This Works, I've been using the pillow spray and the body oil since probably 10 years. I think I'm not exaggerating, or maybe a bit, maybe 8 years. I'm really stressed, you know, and before going to bed, they have a pillow spray that smells a bit like lavender aromas, and you put it, it's not really expensive, you put it on the pillow and then you sleep on it, and I swear it really works. It really calms me down. That pillow spray is great. Okay, had a stressful day, now I'm relaxing, and I really feel that it worked for me. Not to extent to make me sleep, but you know. And they released a fragrance, and it's called On Time, and it's sandalwood and pink pepper. Support the psyche, manage the mind. It's really interesting. I would say this is for the woodsy lover. It's really good. It's really good. You know, when I saw that they were doing like a fragrance, obviously I love the pillow spray and stuff, but I was like, oh, it's maybe gonna smell a bit cheap. But not at all. Oh my God, the sandalwood is nearly like you've been scrapping it, you know, like shaving the wood. It smells like this. And the pink pepper is super strong and vibrant at the start. It feels nearly fizzy. And then really with the time you have something a little bit more warmer and enveloping to it. But really, it feels, you know, when you're burning the sandalwood, when you're going to like a yoga or you're doing therapy or stuff like this, it's really like a therapeutic fragrance. This is exactly what it is. I think that's what they wanted to do. But I was surprised because it's quite strong. So if you really like a dry, shaved, woodsy fragrance, you're gonna love Ghawali. And this brand, they've just launched Kin Musk. And I really like Ghawali. Like, I don't know if you know the brand, but it's Emirates as well. They're really nice, very luxurious. They're sold in Selfridges. Their fragrances are really qualitative, like heavy packaging. It's luxurious, it's really nice. But though I like the fragrance, I never had like a huge crush on one. That's the new fragrance. It's called Kin Musk, and I am so pleasantly surprised. I didn't think they would do a musk like this. I thought it would be going to be like a bit animalic. But just to let you know, it resembles a lot to Elake Muscaca. I think so. I smelled it, I smelled Elake Muscaca straight away. Though I really like it, I would say difference here is that I smell more like pepper. Like for me, it feels a bit more pepperish. I don't know if that's pepper, but it feels a bit pepperish on the skin, and it has something maybe a little bit spicier in the musks. When I smelled it, I was like, well, this is definitely something I'm gonna use. It feels nearly like sweet-like, you know, when I smell it. The evolution is different. I think this one feels a little bit more, less cloudy, less powdery, but it's in that vibe. So if you love it, like just go have a try, and the packaging is so beautiful always. Next one, oh my God. I'm so glad to talk about this. This is called Edel Sadness, and I already fucked the bottle. Oops. That's annoying though, like this kind of label is beautiful, but the problem is that it gets dirty quickly, and because I'm a catastrophe, I always get the fragrance really dirty. But anyway, so it's called Sadness. I will probably do like a full review on that, because I think this is probably one of my new favorites. Listen, if you like matière première en sens suave, you have to try this. You have to. You like incense but doesn't feel stretchy, you have to try Sadness. I've been wearing that like crazy these past few days. It's like a strong amber incense fragrance, but oh my God. It's really like resinous, really balsamic. Actually, it's really smells like Peru balsam to me. I could say compared to matière première, I think this is a bit more intense here, actually. I think they really deep and dive into that very incensey tone in there. There's a hint of praline with the myrrh, so it's like all the resin, the labdanum, the leathery note, leather that is quite discreet, but there is a bit of praline. So there's a hint of gourmand without being gourmand at all. Oh my God, this is great. Like honestly, this is great perfumery. And it's not heavy to be heavy as well. There's a simplicity and hairy like in there. Beautiful, genius. Honestly, I can't wait to show you the rest of the fragrance because this is gonna be, I think this is gonna get super famous. Mark my words, because it's amazing. And it's called Scentologia. Funny, it looks, it's a bit on trend to have a bottle like this at the moment, I guess. Scentologia, I have that in my collection since quite a while, but I didn't talk about it. But as I'm wearing it a bit more, I thought it would be great. So it makes me think a bit of brands like Le Labo and stuff like this, synthetic molecules. But when you say synthetic molecules, sometimes it can be like, oh, I don't want synthetic fragrance, shit is synthetic. Wait, there's great synthetic as well, great synthetic note. And I really feel with that one, this is exactly what it is. So this one is called Lactonic, and it smells like a molecule of lactonic. That's simple as that. It's soft, it's very luxurious, creamy, but for example, if you compare it to a famous lactonic like Blanche Bête, remove the creaminess of Blanche Bête actually. Remove the heaviness of it. This is really light, it's comforting, it's like a cadeau, but it's not too heavy. So if you like lactonic note, milky note that doesn't feel like this heavy milk, you're gonna really like that. I really like that as well. It's got something a bit sweet, like nearly marshmallow-like at the beginning, I have to say. I feel with the time, it really developed more like a musk, like a clean skin smell. But it's quite strong, actually. Like compared, for example, to Flow, that is really, really light. Lactonic is quite intense, but it's great. But then after, like because it's synthetic molecules, it has the tendency to be flat, so it doesn't move during the day. But I think it's quite great, actually, because it's just one accord. Like they didn't try to look for more, you know, it's just lactonic. So anyway, all right guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've tried really like nice things recently. Those are the fragrances I'm really testing out at the moment on my skin, and that I want to definitely wear more, and that really made my January really. So let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances, these novelties, and if you're tempted as well. I'm gonna wear my Masters by Emirates Pride. I'm really obsessed actually, but anyway. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, don't tell me what you've been obsessed with as well these past few days. And yeah, this is Clémence. I talk about fragrance, and bye-bye. Why did I do my intro at the end? Very strange.
Viens, je t'emmène dans mon paradis bleu.